everybody, and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Thank you for joining us for our final offering of your, what is it? Wednesday. God, dear. Wednesday with beautiful beginnings. This is a 1 hour show where we are going to be looking actually at today the Royal Jungle collection amongst other things, but this is the show where we do try and take things back to basics just a little bit, whether it be with the demos or techniques or whether it be with the questions that you guys ask. I know we're always here for your questions, we're always here for that interaction, but this is that show where hopefully you feel you can ask that question. Maybe you've been thinking about asking all week, but you're too scared to ask in another show. You should never feel like that, by the way, but if you do, this is the show to ask those really simple questions, nothing off limits. Let's go right back to basics if that's what you want to do, because that's what this show is all about. Loads of great deals coming up for you, as I've said. We've got the Royal Jungle collection. We've got it broken down on the shop the day for you in lots of different bundles, and we've also very handily put together a starter kit, which I'll tell you more about in just a second. I'll also say a few hellos in just a few moments too. Myrtle's fallen over. Let's say the most important hello though to not Myrtle. I mean, you are quite important, Myrtle, but not as important to the lady who is the other side of the studio. She's been with us all day. Just sit up. She's been having so much fun with me. It is the one and only Debbie Fisher. We've had a great day today, haven't we?
Oh, I thought you was going to say Roberta.
Oh, Roberta!
She's the most important, isn't she? She's been there all day. Yeah, Myrtle's took over the shows. Myrtle and Roberta. I love that.
Sounds like a 70s band, that, doesn't it? Like 70s duo. Myrtle and Roberta.
Absolutely, yes. I've got my happy rabbit. I love it so much, honestly. It's just such a lovely gift. So thank you so much, Janice, for doing those for us, and you're totally awesome.
What does Roberta say? Happy?
My one says, today you are the happiest person.
Ah.
It's so nice, isn't it?
That is quite nice,
yes.
actually.
So, and I think actually there's a real positivity in that, isn't there? Sometimes you've got to make yourself that happier person, because life can definitely drag you down. But we're not going to get down tonight because we are beautiful beginnings, and it's going to be amazing. So even though, and I'm going to do something a little bit more complex for beautiful beginnings, but I'm going to break it down into sections because we're going to do some colouring, we're going to do some embossing, we're going to do some heat embossing as well. So I figure, and we're going to make a sort of box as well. So yeah, but all simple things, but we're going to do it all in one demo. So yeah, it's going to be, I thought that'd be really nice just to have a project and do all different stages of it. So yeah, and I'm looking forward to it because I absolutely love the Royal Jungle. Not much of it left now though, Ben.
No, there isn't. And you're okay to be peppered with questions tonight as well, are you? If people have got them?
Always. Yes, always. Anything you want to know, if we can do it, we will do it.
We will. We've got Superstar Susie on the socials tonight, who
Susie.
is totally awesome.
Susie, I've got my glasses.
Debbie's got her glasses.
There you go. She won't moan at me.
There you go. No men in there. Myrtle thinks you're totally awesome. There she is. Hello.
And happy birthday, Jan.
And happy birthday, Jan. Who else's birthday was it today? Oh, somebody said it was their birthday in a previous show.
I didn't know it was someone else's birthday.
Yeah, we said happy birthday to them. Can't remember who it was. If it's you, let us know. Okay. Jeffrey Langley says, happy and joyous day to Ben and Debbie and the crew. Thank you. Lakieta says, hello everyone. Hello.
Hello.
Doreen says, hello everybody.
Hello.
Hi. Jane Adams says, good morning everyone from a fabulous Las Vegas.
Good morning.
Stephen Nicole says, afternoon Ben and Debbie. Hello Stephen.
Afternoon.
Alison Mason says, good afternoon everyone from a sunny Kidderminster.
Hello.
Oh, where do I send my craftamonial to, Ben? Oh, well, if you go to my Ben Moseby CC page on Facebook, I've pinned the post there, so you can just basically just attach it as a comment. I see, Alison, I think you've just followed me on Instagram as well, so potentially you could just send it as a DM. Yeah, there you go. I think you followed me on my private page, which is fine. That is just Ben Moseby. But if you want all the craft stuff, if you go on my private page, you'll see all running stuff and boring stuff. It is actually Global Running Day today, by the way. But yeah, at Ben Moseby CC, is the one to send it. So either there, Facebook, or you can email us if you want, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. We also need as well, by the way, pictures for Friday Night Faves. We need your projects, please, things that you've been working on recently for your chance to win Club Inspire points. If you can send in a few. We are short of pictures currently. Nicola used to be very good when she was here.
Yeah, bring back Nicola.
Keeping those pictures. You know, producer Johnny, not so much. He's very busy though. He's got lots of other things on. Mary Pat says, good morning everyone from Montana. Alch is in. Karen Fisher says, hi Debbie and all my crafty peeps. Zoe Carver says, good evening. And Cindy says, perfect timing. I want to use Royal Jungle for Father's Day cards. Well, let's have a look at it. Alison, do let me know where you send your video to, by the way, so I can track that, because I feel like it's my little thing that I like to keep track of the videos and edit them and whatnot. Right, Royal Jungle starter kit. So we've popped in here, loads of goodies for you. Now, what's really nice about this is it's kind of like a dip your toe in the water, have a little bit of a go. I mean, don't dip your toe in the water too long in the jungle. You might lose your toe to a crocodile. But it's a lovely, lovely paper pad that you're going to get, 12 by 12. You get within this 24 double-sided sheets. And I still love the explanation that someone gave a while back of the paper is almost like jungle one side, safari the other. You've got kind of like the two things going on, and the papers again are just like works of art. My goodness me, like you've got the jungle water hole there with the butterflies. You've got beautiful birds there. You've got they're marmarins, aren't they? These monkeys again. Beautiful birds. You've got all of the flora and fauna there. Just absolute works of art. Perfect, you know, for scrapbooking. Perfect for your memory albums. Just get into these. Enjoy all of the illustrations that you've got. And like I say, if you want something a little bit more muted, the B-side on this is absolutely stunning too. Now, what's lovely about the collection is that we do give you your foil transfers as well. So if you love the idea of foil transfers that we brought you yesterday in the Western collection, it's the same again, but obviously in that Royal Jungle theme. With these, so you get 6 different lots of transfers, 2 of each, giving you your 12, and then you've got all of the different foil colours in here, so you can see the sort of colours that you're going to be getting. There's gold in here, there's green, I think there's a purple as well, but it's all these beautiful kind of jungle leaves and jungle florals. You've got all the different creatures in there as well, so the king of the jungle, you've got the cockatoo, you've got the elephant. That was there from the earlier show, wasn't it? Just that bit there. You've got the rhino, you've got the toucan, you've got the big cats, and then you've got some brilliant patterns in here as well. So you've got the...
Bit of a different cat on that one, isn't there, Ben?
Yes. The earlier show was a catastrophe, wasn't it? You've also got the leopard print in there. You've got the zebra stripes in there too. And you've got more of your animal print in there. So you get 2 of each of those, 12 lots of your foil transfers. And then we give you some of the stamps. So you've got all the sentiments from this collection. Things like have a rossum birthday. That was Welsh, that. Why did they come so Welsh? Oh, have a rossum birthday. It's Norman Price. Norman! It's a jungle out there. Born to be wild, welcome to the jungle, and king of the jungle. Then you've got that beautiful illustrated king of the jungle, that beautiful line. Again, if you've got your illustrators here, you are quids in to get colouring that. Use that flicking technique to really bring that fur to life. And then you've got your jungle royalty, which is the jungle die cut sentiment there. And then you've got queen of the and king of the, plus the little crown in stamp form as well. I think that's a really nice little starter bundle as far as the Royal Jungle is concerned. And these are the kind of things you can be making.
Yes, I'm just going to show you all the samples that we got with the Royal Jungle. So, but the paper pad is amazing, and I love this. So whether you're putting any of the stamps that we've had in here and then putting the paper pads in the background, they look amazing. Just going to go whip through these. Have we got these stamps still in stock? Are these still in?
Yes.
Right, yes, so we have got some of them. So I'm just going to show you those. There's that lion one. There we go.
It's all on the shop today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Essentials, 12 by 12 and 6 by 6 together. The card vellum, the special effects papers, and then the stamp and dies as well.
Lovely.
Oh, I forgot about the...
Yes, we're going to be
leopard?
using that one as well.
Oh.
So, yes, which is beautiful.
Okay.
Right, shall we get started
Yes.
then? So, now, whatever you're colouring in, whichever one of the animals, I'm going to start, and I'm going to use the illustrators, because we've been showing them today, and I think I don't get them out enough, and I love the illustrators. So I've got a GB1, GB2, and GB6. So we're going to start off with our lightest colour. So the lightest colour, we're going to start sort of at the bridge of his nose, just putting in that light colour down. and then onto here. So I always like to do the lightest shade first, because your lightest shade of any alcohol pen is always the one that's going to blend the most, because it's got the most amount of alcohol in.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to come up into this piece as well. So really what I'm doing is just deciding where I want to put that light shade before I then go in with my next colour, which is going to be my GB2. And then I'm just going to slightly come into there where I've put that down, because I don't want to lose that lightest colour, but I do want to have a little bit more shading in there, and it's just going to help that to pop. You can see just down his nose and then coming round. So however you colour, this is how I like to colour. So whichever way you're doing it, your lightest colour is going to be your most blendable colour. And then the darkest colour, that's where we're going to come down and we're going to pop that. And I'm not worried about filling the gaps for now, because I just want to make sure I'm getting where I need it to be. So just coming down around his nose there.
Yeah.
And then also into this, be a jaguar.
A jaguar in the jungle, yeah. So many different cats, isn't there? Jaguars, panthers, leopards.
Pumas.
What?
Puma.
Oh, puma.
Ox. What's the ox? Onyx. Onyx.
Onyx.
Yeah.
Is that a cat, is it?
Yeah.
A lynx.
A
I
lynx.
think you mean.
Oh, a lynx. So what am I
lynx.
thinking of? Ocelot. Oh, that's it. Yes, the ocelot.
Ocelot.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, very slim, isn't it?
Like a slim
It's
leopard
like
thing.
it's like the what's the
Oh, the
greyhound
greyhound.
of cats.
Yeah.
That's what the ground, not the ground, the greyhound.
Ah.
I don't know what I was trying
The
to say.
greyhound of cats.
I know, yeah.
An onyx isn't a thing. It's a lynx, isn't it? I think we're thinking of lynx.
Oxlet.
Octopus.
No, what am I thinking of? Is it?
Uh,
I don't know what I'm thinking.
oh, because of the nose, is it? An onyx is a large antelope. O-R-Y-X. An oryx.
Oh, maybe, I don't know what I'm thinking of.
Lynx.
I'm just making up things, aren't I?
Snow leopards. What other cats are there? Little cheetahs. Manx cats.
Cheetahs, leopards, manx.
Ones without the tails. They're in the Isle of Man, aren't they? Oh, phoenix cats? No, that's not a thing. Sphinx cats. I nearly said something else then. Any more cats? Oh, you get the Maine Coon cats, don't you?
Maine Coon?
Yeah, Maine Coon cats, which are the big, yeah, they're massive and they're really expensive to buy.
Persian?
Persian, tortoiseshell, bob.
Tabby?
Yeah. Meerkats.
So many. Meerkats.
Yeah.
Kit Kats.
Kit Kats, Johnny
dear.
said.
That is funny. Kit Kats.
Top Cat, yeah, we had Top Cat earlier, didn't we?
We did have Top Cat earlier.
Garfield. I used to love, what's he called? Heathcliff. Remember Heathcliff? Heathcliff, Heathcliff, no one should terrorise the neighbourhood. Marmaduke, or was he a dog? Oh, Marmaduke was a dog. Tom and Jerry.
What was the one with, what was that film
Sylvester.
called?
Fucking fuck that.
With Marley. Oh, that was a dog.
Yeah.
Marley and Me, that's what I was thinking of.
Cheshire Cat. I think we've covered all the cats. haven't we?
Felix.
Oh, Felix, yeah. Oh, do you remember James the cat? My name's James, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, James
Oh, I don't know
the
that
cat.
one.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Remember James the cat, Debbie?
No,
Ah,
not at all.
yeah. I've had fame, money, and all that. Now I'm here getting fat, chasing birds and butterflies. James the cat.
How do you remember all
I
that?
don't know. Jess the cat, Postman Pat.
Oh yeah, remember Jess.
Ben Cat, of course, as well. Yeah, Ben Cat. Hi to Rebecca who's joined us, saying hi Ben and Debbie. Doreen says she sent in some cards, Johnny, for Friday Night Live. Doreen. Yeah, Doreen it is. Not Dorpete, Doreen. D-O-R-E-E-N. Doreen, what's your surname? Let us know. They're putting the pictures together. Johnny needs to put your proper name on the thing if it gets on. Hi to Hillary and Holly Collie. Hello, woof. See you at the weekend, Holly. Woo! And Hillary. Lynn says, hi, Ben, Debbie and the team. The wonderful social superstar and everyone. Hope you're all having a great day. I've just got home from work, so I'm sitting with a cuppa. Hello, Pat Demarest.
Nice.
Hello, love to create LC. Hello, Cindy Condy. And Zoe Carver joins us with Brian as well. Any questions for us, feel free to fire them in. We're just a 1 hour show tonight, so you've got about 40 minutes or so. Any questions on the Royal Jungle? Any crafty conundrums that you've got with us currently? We're happy to help. Happy to help.
Absolutely. Right, so I've just done a really quick colouring in of that one, and then I've used a darker one and fussy cut round. So fussy cutting round is going to take you to this. I've just used a bit more darker around the edges, and then you've got that one. And then what I've done, Ben, is I've put it on to 3 foam pads because I want that a little bit higher, because then I really bring it up from the actual the box that we're doing. So I'm going to pop that to the side. So that's our colouring done, and you can do that with any of your markers or your watercolours, whatever you want to do. Now what I also have got here, let me just bring you in my box that we're going to do, and I will give you the measurements for this. So it's a nice simple one. I've actually done my, let me give you the whole size. So this is 9 1/4 inches by 7 inches. And then I've scored this at 1/4 inch, 2 1/4, 6 1/2, and then 8 1/2. And then at the bottom, I've just scored in at 1/2 inch at the bottom. And then I've put some red liner tape already just there and on the sides as well, and then just folded and burnished them all in. And then I've done this piece because this is the die that comes with that one, and we're going to die cut that into the front of our box. So I'm going to just place that at the bottom there. And the reason that I want to leave let me put that there. The reason I want to leave a little lip there is because we're going to put a lid on there. And the lid is going to measure 3 1/8 inch by 5 3/8 inch. And I've scored that at 1/2 inch all the way round. So that's going to fit when our box is done. That will fit over the top, and then this piece is the bit that's going to go on the front. So it's like an enclosed box. You could also then put a little a candle in there if you wanted to, a battery operated one, or you could use it as a little gift box. So we're going to first of all cut this into here. So I am going to use my low-tack tape, which I had. I bet I'm staring at it. Oh, it's disappeared.
We're looking at low-tack tape.
Oh, I'll get another one. That's weird. I must have put it back. Is it me? I can't even see one.
There should be 2. I put 2 over there yesterday, which are over this side.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, they're probably not in the right place.
Not in the right place though, Ben, yeah.
Sorry.
But thank you for putting them back.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's
there is actually also, let me put this back, there's so much, oh no, you said a rude word then. There's so much stuff on the shelf over there. No, it wasn't the worst rude word. There's some glossy highlights there for you as well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have you been crafting over there?
I haven't crafted since I got back. Well, I crafted with you this afternoon, didn't I? Obviously, the great picture. Victoria says, actually, I'm catching up on Craft Vault and I'm laughing with tears. I want a Ben Cat original. I mean, a lot of people do, but they're very, very expensive. So.
Jamie's nabbed it. He's putting it up on his wall. It's on his wall.
Did he pay for it? Oh, it's in the mail, is it? Right, good, yeah. He's nicked it, apparently. Donation to the Cats Protection League or something, maybe, you know.
Look at this die. It's so gorgeous.
Oh, yes.
I mean, look at that for a die cut. It's right the way through there. So we've got that bottom lip. Now, what I originally done on this one was I used the powders. But because they're not in stock, I'm actually going to bring in an ink pad that is in stock. So I'm using this lime soda because you get the same effects and it's really lovely as well. So what I am going to use, let me use my ink daubers. We're going to do a bit of heat embossing as well and emboss one of the embossing folders as well. So first of all, I'm just going to dab this all over. So this is going to make our leaves green. And it's just a case of working that into our image just to give a really beautiful effect.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you know how I love pigment ink pads. This one is so beautiful because it's got, and this is on black cardstock. It looks really incredible. So just going over those. If you come across like the smaller pieces, just be gentle when you're applying your ink and go in the direction of where those leaves are going.
Okay. Whilst we're watching you, we can say hi to Karen. He says, I'm so looking forward to Saturday. I live in Surrey. My hubby is driving me up. This will be for the pop-up shop. I'm leaving home at 4 a.m. We are staying over, going to visit a living museum on the Sunday in Durham.
Oh, nice.
Hashtag excited.
A living museum.
Where's that then, Johnny? A living museum, apparently.
In Durham.
In
What's
Durham.
a living
Don't know what that
museum?
is.
Must be somewhere where you grow plants and things.
Oh, I don't know.
Fossil? No, you can't grow fossils.
Karen, let us know.
Well, perhaps she's going there to live.
Well, yeah, maybe. It would be Beamish, you reckon? Is that on the way to Durham or past Durham? It's past Durham, isn't it? Yeah. I've not been to Beamish yet. I'd love to. Well, we don't know if it's
Sunday,
Beamish
I would
yet.
have
On
thought.
Sunday she's going. Yeah. Let us know, Karen. We think it's Beamish. Hi to Little Bear. Little Bear sent in some cards for Friday Night Live. Normally 5, Johnny, but you do what you want to do, you know. Kim McHam joins us saying, Crafting Diva checking in from Florida. Hello, Kim. And Ash says, I'm a bit confused. Are these dies included in the starter kit? You don't get this die, but it is available. I think you can buy it as a stamp and die bundle, or you can get this individually as well.
Yeah, sorry to confuse you. It's because I had this set up, I thought it was in the show. It's Born to be Wild, a stamp and die set. We're just going to check. We're pretty sure it's on the... Oh, maybe it's not. Perhaps I'm using something that's
individual.
Not, I apologise if I'm using something we haven't even got. That's not good, is it?
Well, mistakes happen.
It's sometimes hard because we don't always get our, we don't always know. It has sold out. I do apologise.
Oh, it was in stock yesterday, so it's gone today, unfortunately.
It was in stock
Sorry,
yesterday,
Ash.
gone today. That's the trouble, seeing I've been on holidays, apologies. But good for anybody that has it. And actually, do you know what? Beautiful Beginnings is really good just for showing all these different techniques of what you can do. So with whatever creator card die that you've got, you'll be able to do it with these. Do we have any of the embossing folders in stock?
Well, I think if it is in stock, those are they not available in the
That's
Essentials
the
bundle?
Crocodile print. Crocodile print.
Crocodile shoes, that's Jimmy Nail. Crocodile print. Crocodile print. Oh, that's gone.
No.
So is the Essentials bundle sold out? So yeah, yes. So the Stamp and Die bundle will be Stamp and Die bundle, Majestic Elephant, King of the Jungle, Jungle Royalty, Jungle Sentiments, Toucan, Foliage Border.
Plenty to go at, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Right, so now I am using, which I do know is in stock, is the paper pad.
Ah, yes, definitely.
So now what's great about this is you've got those two different sides. So I'm going to use the lighter side on the back, which is more, you were saying about, it's more the safari side.
Yeah.
Because that's going to show, if I pop that one on top there, you won't see it so much. But if I turn that round and pop that one in, then you're going to see that a bit better. So we're going to pop this on the inside of our box. And we do have lots of creator cards. So even if you don't have this particular one, any creator card would still work with this same design. And then you could use the lion stamp.
Oh yeah.
So let's just use that to pop inside. So right onto that piece there. But at least you get to do a new project because the box you can still be making as well. And then what I'm going to do is take off the tape that I've put around the edge there. There we go. And first of all, I'm just going to attach this first piece to the side. You could also make this box and make it into a shaker card as well.
Oh
That
yes,
would
I
work
love that idea.
really well. And again, with any of your creator cards.
Linda sent in 3 cards for Friday Night Live. We've got them, Linda, thank you. Hilary sent a card in for Friday Night Faves. Oh, and look, Alison's put a craftimonial on my CC Facebook page as a comment. Let me see if I can see it. I'll have a quick look.
Oh, that's amazing. So then we've got the reason we wanted to pop this inside, so it looks like he's peering through onto here. So this is going to be put together, but before I do that, I want to do some more embossing. So we're going to use, and obviously you can use whatever embossing folder you have. So let's bring these in, because I've got, this bit was, yes, that's for my lid. I think that piece is for underneath. I'm just double checking on that one. Oh, that bit's for underneath, that bit's for the lid. So let's just place both of those inside onto there, like so. It's a 3D embossing folder, so we're going to use our plastic shim and magnetic. I'm also, because I want to get this really a deep emboss, I'm going to then place my top plate over the top and my metal shim I popped in there as well. So we're just going to run that one through, and that's going to just put that real deep embossing into there. And then we're going to use that same ink pad, that lime soda. Check to see what ink pad we had. I just didn't check to see if the die set was still in. Was there yesterday, gone today. Right, so let's pop those into place, and then we're going to do the same. But this time I'm going to take my ink pad directly to the top. So this is a really good way of just adding a quick pop of colour.
Yeah.
And this ink pad works so well. This lime soda is so beautiful on black card.
Oh yeah,
So,
look at that.
Yeah, it looks amazing, doesn't it? Turn that round. And then pop that onto there. It's almost like the crocodiles coming to eat the cheetah.
Oh yes.
Do they? I don't know if they do. Do they do? They go for other animals? Not really sure.
Crocodiles?
Yeah.
Yeah, they go to the watering holes, don't they? And then they drag in little like antelopes and stuff like that, and all sorts, isn't it?
When we used to go to HSN and stay at the hotel in Florida, there used to be crocodiles in the lakes there at the hotel. Yeah.
Did you see him?
Yeah. Yeah, you could see them. You walk past them. Yeah.
Did you not want to not be by the lake?
There is parts of the lake when you're walking around it that you just want to go quickly through.
Was it crocodile or alligator?
I think crocodiles.
You know you can tell the difference, don't you?
No, I don't know.
Oh, one will see you in a while, the other will see you later.
You can't help yourself, can you?
No, I can't. Oh dear. Judy says, this looks so cool. And Mary Pat says, things sell out when you're demonstrating. It's not your fault.
Ah, thank you. You're all so kind.
Love the look of the frame. Totally doing it for Father's Day, says Cindy. Thanks for the inspiration. And Lynn says, I went to Beamish when we came up to visit the mothership shop. It was fabulous. Walk round and going down one of the small mines was an experience. Manny says, you need to go to Beamish, Ben. Brilliant place. And Beamish is a great day out. I've been twice, says Zoe. And this is from the Southerner. Alison, where did you put your craftimonial? Because I can't see it. I know you said you put it as a comment. What video did you comment on? Because I can't see it. Alex Gerling, if you're watching, I've seen you've put a video on there, so thank you for that. I will listen to that later on. So we'll try and get those up onto the show tomorrow. But Alison, if you just let me know which video you've posted your video on, so I can find it. I can't currently see it though. Pat says, I sent 2 cards at the beginning of the week. I'm not as talented as many other crafters, but I was very proud of them. The template library was so helpful. Pat, don't do yourself down. I'm sure you're amazing, and we'll look for those cards. Pat sent some cards, Johnny, start of the week. Pat Demarest. And Lynn says, I was just going to say, Debbie, the ink using on the black looks amazing. It really stands out.
Yeah, it does. Look at that. So it's just a really cool way to do it. And I over-inked this one, so there's a little bit more ink on that one. But it gives you that beautiful effect, especially, it almost looks like a snake skin, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Or crocodile skin, yes. So we've got our extras there to pop on, so let's do that. So we've got this one which will go just on the top of our box. So let's just, again, I'm going to just bring in our tape pen. And then stick this to the top of our box. So it's nice to do a project, but it's also nice just to have a little bit of a sort of play, and that's what Beautiful Beginnings should be all about, having a play, getting used to all your stash and trying out some different things to do. And then all I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to use our tape pen to pop onto those little tabs at the side. So it might actually been worth, because these are only small little tabs, to use your tacky glue, but it just takes a little bit longer to dry those sides. So I'm just going to make sure I put plenty on, and then when you bring these in, just massage them down to just create a little bit of heat, because then that will make your tape really sticky, and then it won't come away.
Gotcha.
So,
A lot of love coming in for your glass ring as well, for people who didn't know. You got that in Venice, didn't you?
I did get it in Venice. I got it at the Murano factory where they do the glass blowing. Yes, I absolutely love it.
Thank you, Hilary. You just said Holly and Space Bear will be re-recording their craftimonial in landscape later on. Thank you. And Jane Adams nightly joke, hey Ben and Debbie, what do you call a well-balanced horse?
Oh, what do you call a well-balanced horse?
Stable.
That's very good.
Good
like
one,
that one.
Good one, that.
Yes, very good. Right, so this one is going to go right in the centre. So we're just going to make sure that's coming through there. So we'll just pop that in there. So it's still a box that you can use because it's still got enough sort of part in there. Put some acetate on there if you want to use it as a box. And then all I want to do is to put these on my sides. So let's just bring in that tape pen. And again, isn't it funny how you can emboss and then glue it, but you still get that embossed detail? It doesn't all stick to your card. Did you think you would flatten your embossed detail?
Yeah.
So popping that there, you can see all the while. So if I put this across here, you can see I've got this top along here, and then I've got these bits that I've slightly done shorter. This one's going to go on this side, and that's to allow for that lid to go on top. Because if you want to do it higher, you might just have to make your lid slightly bigger just to fit over the top.
Oh, Alison Alcha, wanted to do hers, craftimonial, which has had a nosebleed apparently.
Oh no.
Oh.
That's not good. My poor little Ruby, she had an accident at school today.
Yeah.
That's just reminded me, and she got booted in the eye.
Oh no.
Yeah, and had to go to hospital. She went to A&E and had 3 stitches in her eye.
No way.
Yeah, it was an accident. Someone was on a climbing frame and got off, and she had boots on and literally caught Ruby right in the eye. Yeah.
Aww.
My daughter just texted me before the show and sent me pictures of her. She's 10.
Bless her little cottons.
I know. So she said she was really brave, though.
She have to have the rest of the week off then, you think?
Yeah, she might do.
Definitely.
Oh, bless her little heart. So I said, I'll ring her when I get off work.
Yeah, you'd have to. She'd probably be expecting you to send her like a little get well present or a little get well card.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And Trudy, whatever card you want to send in for Friday Night Faves, whatever you like. If it's one from a collection we've done this week, amazing. If not, anything you want to send in, anything you're proud of, basically. Any craft alongs. Alison Mason, I've got your video. I've just seen it on my Facebook page. Thank you for that. I shall have a look later on. That's 2 we've got now, ready for tomorrow. Holly's going to do hers, so that'll be 3. Alcha's going to do hers, so that'll be 4. Any more for any more, add them to our pages. Yes, this is good. Let's try and get 10 new ones by the end of the week. Has Zoe Carver done one, did you say? I don't think she has, actually. Producer Johnny just asked you to do one, Zoe. You and Brian do one together, maybe. We've not had a duet one yet, I don't think, have we?
All right, so there's the base on, and then when I turn that the other way, I'm just going to pop my tool down and make sure that we've stuck that really well at the bottom, and then our lid will go on the top, and then all I've done is I've got a little bow.
That's so good. Look at it peering
green, which we're just going to pop some tape onto. Let me...
Can I just say this as well, and no one else will probably know what I'm talking about, but if you look at the lid, so what you've done with obviously the snakeskin, the colour there, it also reminds me of Castle Grayskull from He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Because I was thinking like you could almost use that for like a little Halloween card as well, and that, like have it almost like as the witch's scaly skin, couldn't you?
Yes, absolutely you could. And there you go. So there's our sort of scales on there. Apologies that the die isn't in stock, but if you've got it, it's just a nice different way of being able to use those dies and stamps. There we go.
Absolutely awesome, Debbie, says Ash. LDD says, love that box. And I'm loving the box design, says Janice Watson. Definitely making it later. Love making boxes. And Sarabi's mum says, I sent in my Friday night fave last night. Thanks, everybody. You're totally awesome. I did want to, before we have a quick break, show you tonight's hero tool. It's a brilliant one tonight. If stamping is something you struggle with, struggle no longer with the Crafter's Companion Rocker Blocks. These are absolutely brilliant. And another, I think, example of how we try and help lots of people with things they find difficult. Stamping, I know a lot of people can find a difficult thing to do. We have the stamping platforms, obviously, and I know a lot of people get on with those. The rocker blocks also give you the opportunity to be able to get a quick, clean, easy stamp each and every time. Is that heel to toe motion that you're going to be doing with your stamps. Pop your stamp onto the rocker blocks, roll from the heel to the toe to give you a precise, brilliant stamp each and every time. What's so brilliant about this set as well is the fact that we've got the 2 large rocker blocks within this box, but then we're also going to give you, for absolutely nada nothing, zip zilch, the 4 smaller rocker blocks as well. So you've got all sorts of different sized rocker blocks for, you know, your bigger stamps right down to your kind of smaller wee diddy stamps. And this is just a great way for you to kind of stamp perfectly every time. You may find the rocker blocks suit you better than stamping platforms. You may find the stamping platforms suit you better than the rocker blocks. You may find that you like to have both of them. You know, maybe you like to stamp your images with rocker blocks and you like to stamp your sentiments with your platforms. I just think the more help that you've got, the better your stamping is going to be. And certainly today, rather than paying £20 or $28, that price on the screen for you is a really, really good. And again, ask in the comments, people who have been with us a while, why they love their rocker blocks. It's an item that we get lots of testimonials about. If you want to pick it up for $7.99, all of those, you can do so, but only for the next few hours. The Hero Tour ends at midnight. Linda says, nice box. Stephanie says, awesome. Karen says, that is really nice. Jane Adams, Debbie, that is gorgeous. Ooh, says Lisa P, I would do this with the new firework papers and put in a tea light.
Oh, yeah, like that idea.
I need to, has that sold out, that Stardust paper pad? Oh, it's still in stock. We need to do a show with that because I missed that and I saw it on that preview show and it was absolutely amazing. What did it launch with? You're asking me, I wasn't here. I don't know, I wasn't here. I don't know, I wasn't here. Anyway, well, we'll find out tomorrow because we'll try and get it on Friday Night Live. No, it's not Friday tomorrow, what are we talking about? We'll try and get it on Friday Night Live on Friday because it's Thursday tomorrow, Ben. Tomorrow, Sara's in tomorrow. It's a Sara takeover. But we're here for the first show, aren't we? Well, first 2 shows.
Yeah, I'm
You're
first.
one, then me and you.
Yep.
Then me and Sara.
Then me and you.
Then me and you.
Yes.
So you've got a mixture of everything tomorrow. So hopefully you'll be with us. We're going to come back in about 4 minutes' time with a final little demo. But in the meantime, oh yes, we're going to be doing some Rick Rack, rocking with the Rick Rack. There's some music. Go and check out. We'll see you in a moment.
A few weeks ago on the show, we were talking about places where all you guys lived. Well, we might have used Google Earth just to have a bit of a sneaky look at the village, town, or city that you lived in. And I thought it might be quite funny if I wrote a little ditty and I put on my Facebook page, where do y'all live? And I'll put your towns and cities and village into my little song. But I didn't realize that there would be about 425 responses, so I'm gonna cram as many places into this song as I can, but I won't get them all in. We craft everywhere, man, we craft everywhere. From over here to there, man, we craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man, we craft everywhere. We craft in Lydney, Lynbrook, Launceston, Lehana, Tampa, Darlington, Almond Beach, Sedalia, Wills Point, Widnes, Wildwood, Wildham, Chautauqua Lake, Walkerburn, Yate, Hesperia, Sublimity, Pinho, Avon, Freeport, Mapleton, San Jose, Enumclaw, Great Bend, Detroit, Peniston. We craft everywhere, man, we craft everywhere. From over here to there, man, we craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man, we craft everywhere. Crafting parachute, paradise, pilots pulled by Pelion, sheets at base in Petersburg, Seacon, Sutton, Saturday, Bristol, Brighton, Brooklyn, Blackwood, Barnsley, Tide Squeeze, South Shields, Tampa Hills and Bentley, Tampa, Pillar, Tucum, Cary, Ottawa, Hull, Harrisburg, Lexington, Tupelo, Cincinnati, Austinburg. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. Crafting Loxahatchee, Lakesville, Lawrence, Lacey, Livermore, Albuquerque, Weeki, Washi, Pensacola, Ellsmere Park, Mechanicsburg, Williamsburg, Rebella, Houston, Burlington, Wet Wang, Market, Drayton, Yale, Memphis, Wellington, Wapakoneta, Homer, Sassa, Santa Rosa, Wichita, Honolulu, Riverdale, Melbourne, Commerce, Spinton. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. Crafting Newton Abbey, Richmond, Dudley, Georgetown, East Kilbride, Eugene, Ferrum, Round, Walkerstown, Newarheim, Fort Wayne, Chester, Long Beach, Raphael, St. Dominic's and Cloud, St. Augustine Beach, Sand Springs, Romford, Tulsa, Traverse City, Wesley Chapel, Ballarat, Medina, Rampo City. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. Crafting Sawbrook, Tucson, Kissimmee, Philadelphia, Chicago, Las Vegas, Biloxi, Latte, Elmira, Glendale, Scottsdale, Anchorage and Hurtville, Seattle, Gold Canyon, Ipswich, Cumberland, Unionville, Toledo, Miami, Atlanta, Cleveland, Gold Canyon, Altoona, Calounda, Port Orange, Glover, Rising Sun. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. And there's a few more places I didn't manage to get into the song. West Runton, Newcastle, Kingswood, Sandbach, Carlisle, Bewley, Albury, Durham, Springfield, Ashington. We crafted Greenville, Lincoln, Nebraska, Sumter, Oak Park, Winchester, Knapp Hill, Stoke-on-Trent, Mount Pocono, Greenville, Charlotte, Oxon Hill, Tunbridge Wells, Modesto, Haverhill, Sierra Vista, Arecibo, Morgantown, O'Fallon, Aurora, Black Forest. We crafted Hermiston, Brownsburg, Henderson, Socorro, Fort Myers, Mandenholm, Hilliard, Farmingdale, East Moline, Summers Point, Calgary, Charleston, Sawston, Malden, Galloway, Fitchburg, Hopewell, Aberdeen, Winstead, Castlewood, Chatsworth, Limestone, Victoria, Willoughby, Rockland, Canton, Falmouth, Conestoga, Lyndhurst, Ashbourne, and Cluj-Napoca. Oh yeah.
Hello, welcome back. I was just mucking about. There's a ukulele over there. Just playing the ukulele. Anyway, I wouldn't want to scare anyone off CTV, says Zoe. I'm not on Facebook, but Brian is. I wouldn't know where to start doing a video. Maybe one day. That's Zoe. Johnny. Good evening, Ben. Not long to go. Only 3 more sleeps till the big day. Zoe, are you coming to the pop-up shop? Producer Johnny's asking. Maybe we could do one there. And Michael, I know you're coming to the pop-up shop. Will you do a video maybe with Stephanie? Maybe.
We should do a step-by-step, because if people don't know how to do a video, we should do it. So you're recording, or I record you, doing all the bits on your phone.
I did one with Craig the other day.
Yeah, but you didn't show how to do your buttons and what you do in landscape and press record, did you? That's what I mean.
I think people know how to do that. I think it's more of like what to say, isn't it? That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
I think people worry about. But you don't need to do a song or like a
Speak from your heart.
Speak from your heart. Maybe write it down. Why do you think about why you watch us? Why do you tune in? What do you love?
You've got nothing else to do, and you just think, I can't be bothered to turn into anyone else, so I'm just watching you because you're there.
I mean, don't do that as a testimonial. Can you imagine? Hello, it's Debbie here. I have you on when there's nothing else on telly. Just when I'm bored, really. That'll be it. I mean, if you want to send that in, you can. That would be quite funny, wouldn't it? That would be quite. No one's done a craftimonial like that. No one's done one yet.
I'm speaking of it as a funny thing to say, not a true thing to say.
If I have to watch Crafters TV, well, I guess I put it on now and again if I'm really, really bored, you know. Good evening, Monica. Monica's back in Cluj-Napoca. Nice to see you again, Ben and Debbie.
It's nice to see or hear you too.
Yes. Monica, can you do us a craftimonial from Cluj-Napoca? We've not had one from Romania yet. That would be marvellous if you could. What a bunch of... What's that? Cindy says...
Should you read that?
I read it wrong. When a bunch of you at the pop-up shop, you should be all in the video, says Cindy. Yes, we could do one en masse.
Oh, yeah, we should all do that.
And we can help you write it, and we'll do it. We'll do a few at the shop.
So between now and Saturday, you need to write some bits down.
Yeah.
And then we can have a positive crafter's TV jar, and people could just pick one out and then read them out.
I love that.
Yes.
Oh, so there you go. I love Crafters TV because
Yes.
Ben is hilariously funny and he makes me laugh every day.
Yes.
Or I love Crafters TV because
Ben is just a crackpot.
I was going to do one for you. I love Crafters TV because Debbie is a brilliant crafter and she has the funniest giggles in Craftland. Yeah.
Yeah, there
Okay.
you go. That's
like
what
that.
we need to do, don't we?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll do that alongside the dog sitting, alongside the sibling sitting,
Yes.
alongside the doodling,
A doodling, yes, don't forget the
alongside
doodling.
all the lives that we're going to do.
Absolutely. I mean, we've got 4 hours. Yeah, we need more than 4 hours, don't we?
Probably. We've only got about 10 minutes left now, so what are we going to do here? Oh, Rick Rack dies. The Rick Rack dies. Rick Rack dies. You're getting 9 of these in total. The pad you're going to get included as well. But you get 2 of the 12 by 12 watercolour wave pads. If you want me to flick through that at the end, I certainly will do for you. There is no turtle included. But look at the things you can do. Like, this is what I mean. I said it to Debbie earlier on. I'll say it again. When I first saw these, I kind of like, well, what are you going to do with them? Look at this scrapbook page.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Who did that?
Nicola.
Ah.
Nicole,
Brother Rick Rack. That's incredible. And I love the way, so all of these will do that for you, won't they? You can layer them all up to create these cool backgrounds. Like here, like with that beautiful frame. Who's done that one? Leslie. A really cool way of doing it. But as you were showing earlier on, like with the wavy ones, you can twist them, can't you, to create like sort of like a braided effect.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can.
They are so versatile.
With the zigzag ones as well, I was saying earlier on, if you picked up the Great Outdoors collection, you've got kind of like mountain ranges there, haven't you? So you can use them as like
all of
scenery.
those would make mountains, wouldn't they?
The scalloped edge one here, that one you could thread, couldn't you? Twine through that?
Absolutely, yeah.
And again, these would just look great as kind of like scenery dies if you wanted to use them that way. The waves, I think, are great as well. You've got the different like scalloped edges there. And this is the one that Debbie did a little demo with earlier where she cut 2 different colours, threaded them together and created like a little, well, I was saying it's like a marshmallow flump, but like you said, it would be like a braided thing from the Wild West.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So they're really, really versatile. You'll get 2 of the pads as well, and we'll just have a look at some finished samples with Debbie, and I'll show you the pad a little bit later, but this is the kind of thing you can do. They're great.
Yeah, there are so many. I mean, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There is so much that you could be doing with these. And the great thing is, it doesn't matter which way you use them, they're going to look amazing. I love this one. It's my absolute favourite. But using on different card concepts, I love this one. I think being able to create a Z-fold card like that, but then using them along the sides of your cards as well. I just think that's really clever, because when that's closed, look how it looks on the edge there, and then it looks like it's entwined, but it's not. It's just that. So clever. And if you want something really simplistic, just the top and the bottom of your card is going to look amazing. Love this one as well. So looking like
it's super cute.
Yeah, I mean, just a beautiful design. And this one, absolutely stunning. Look at that. I mean, simplicity, but looks incredible. And then I'm just going to show one more because I absolutely love this one. Oh, Ruby's ringing me, look.
What's that?
Ruby's ringing me.
Oh, no.
No, not long. I told her when I'd finished, I will give her a call. Bless her little
Do you want to
heart.
quickly chat to her now and I'll do some comments?
No, not at all. Not at all. I would never do that.
Oh,
right, let's...
I feel sad for her.
She'll be fine. Mum would have told her that I'm working and I'll ring her when I get off. Look, you see her there, look.
Oh, she's gone. Bless her.
With her poorly eye, yeah, bless her. She'll be feeling sorry for herself. Right, I'm going to use this one, which is this scalloped edge. I'm just going to use the middle die. So I'm going to keep it nice and simple. The brilliant thing about these is each one of these packs comes with your edge one, which creates the whole border. So we're going to cut 2 of these. These ones cut that shaped edge around the cardstock, which I absolutely love. So we're just going to place this onto our platform. So let's just pop that on there and there. I am going to just put a little bit of red, because it's red card, put a little bit of tape just onto there to keep it in place. And then, let's get my boards, we're going to run that through. So again, it's just a thin metal die, so it'll work through all your die cut machines, including your Gemini Mini. Now, your Gemini Mini isn't long enough, but if you put it in and cut one half, turn it round, and then you can cut the other half. So even if you've only got a small die cutting machine, they are going to work. And look at that. I mean, it cuts these out beautifully. Got a lovely one there. And all these little pieces, you could either use them as gems, or you could use them as shaker cards.
Shaker bits, yeah.
Or your shaker bits. So I'm just going to take those ones out, and then we're just going to cut another one. So I'm going to use that same piece of tape.
Just whilst we're watching you cut, say hi to Trudy. He says, I love the scrapbook page that we showed. Sydney says they could be shark's teeth as well, some of these.
Oh, yes, love that. Baby shark, do, 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 do.
Baby shark, do, 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 do. Jane says, Ben, I want to know what the outdoor joke was. We never found out what the joke was, Jane, and I can't tell you what the word was that Craig that Siri gave, because it's a little bit, it could be a bit misconstrued as rude, but we never found out what the joke was, unfortunately. And Monica
what
says,
was that?
So yesterday we were talking about Siri and Alexa and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
And we were setting people's off, basically, being a bit naughty. And Craig decided he wanted to ask his Siri for a joke about outdoors, because we were looking for like great outdoors jokes. And he asked Siri, and then she started talking, and it was a doctor-doctor joke, and he saw a rude word come up on the screen, but she was talking it out loud, and he had to grab it on the show before she said the word, but he didn't see what the actual joke was. But we just know it wasn't really probably safe for broadcast.
Oops.
Yeah. I've never seen him move so fast.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I didn't know that Siri did rude jokes.
Well, apparently.
Perhaps it wasn't, but it looked it because of the word that come up.
Yeah, I think he panicked.
Right.
Yeah. So you've just heard what the word was.
Right.
So he wasn't quite sure what the word was.
It probably wasn't anything rude. Right, now I've cut just a couple of little strips off, because what I want is to put that down in the middle to cover my dots, because I want to keep my dots white. And you'll see when I've done my card, oh, wrong tape pen, I want my dotty tape pen. When I do my card, you'll see why, because I've got black in the background, but I don't want black dots in there. So we're just gonna, and this is a quicker way than paper piecing, because what that will do is then enable me to have all of those covered down that centre piece. So when you turn that round, you've got the white dots.
Ah, that's so cool.
Yeah, so and you can see it just makes a big difference when you cover those dots up. And then we're going to do exactly the same one. So turn that one round. And because the dotty tape pen will go through those dots, you haven't got to worry about you having little stringy pieces in there.
Yeah.
So all I'm going to do is, again, all the way down that piece, and burnishing as well. Right, so we've got our two panels, and then I've got my card here to put together. You remember the little topper pads that we had? I had some of these left over. I thought, oh, I'm going to use this. And this was one from one of our Love Collection pads as well. So we're just going to layer these up. So I've got my red and black card and all my layers. You know how I like my layers.
That's it.
And I love black, red and white together. I think it's just a really nice way. And again, being Beautiful Beginnings, a lot of the questions we get asked is about colour, what colours go with what. And I always think 2 colours is nice, but 3 colours elevates to another level.
Okay.
So when you're using 3 colours, especially a black and a white, any colour will go with a black and a white.
Yeah.
So if you're never sure of a colour or what colour combos to use, I would always recommend using black cardstock and black and white cardstock, and then that way you can just add whatever colour you want to it, because there's not a colour that doesn't go with black and white.
And is there an optimum amount of mats and layers?
So not really, but what I would say is it would be more down to weight.
Ah,
so
yes.
if you've got a lot of mat and layers like I'm doing, and this is sort of quite heavier cardstock, you're going to weigh the front of your card down.
Right.
So I would absolutely do some of your layers. What I would probably do is do the black and white layer on the inside. That was all you would need, and that would just weight your card down a little bit. So we're just popping this down. And I'm being quite wasteful just because of time. But when you're at home, you would take out the centres of your cardstock to make sure that you are not putting so much weight down, but also that you're not wasting your cardstock then.
Yeah.
So we're just going to layer that into the centre. And then I've got one more white piece, which we're going to put in the middle. But before I do that, I'm going to put these down the edge. So this is going to go to each edge. Now, what I would recommend when you cut these is to, and in fact, I think I'm going to go straight to the bottom. Let's see.
It's got a very Minnie Mouse vibe to it, this card.
It has got a little bit of that, hasn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to put my finger now on the tops there and then cut that bit away. So just trim that one and then trim. Oh, can't see where that was then. Didn't do that one very well. So that one will go to there and that one to there. So that should give me, there we go, top to bottom. And I'm going to do the same with this one. So we'll just make sure I'll trim this exactly the same, which will go on the opposite side. That one and that one onto there. So then when we come to putting these on, let me just go right down the centre there and on the opposite side that will go, and just making sure all the time where I'm opening it, it's the right place. So that will go to the top there. Perhaps this could be, because I haven't got a sentiment to put on this, I could do a brave girl card.
Oh, yeah, you definitely should.
And then all we're going to do is our mats and layers very quickly, which should just take us to the end there.
I've thoroughly enjoyed today.
Yeah, it's been really good. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, a really lovely day. It makes the time go very quickly, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, it certainly does. If we do it again tomorrow. And look out, because the crafty whirlwind's in tomorrow.
Absolutely. And then we'll pop that one in there, and then all I've got left to do is to place our topper. And again, this can be a card where you put any topper down or a sentiment in the middle. We're just going to pop our little flowers there, our poppies, which is quite apt because my daughter's called Poppy.
It's really cute. This is really cute.
And I'm just going to finish that off with a bow, but just simple, using those borders at the edge of our card with whatever toppers you've got in there, and there you go.
Little Bear says, I've started adding an inside layer, now I'm making more complex cards. Julie says, I tried to send some pictures, but not confident you will get them. Well, Julie, we will let you know if we've got those. If not, we'll chat again tomorrow. Little Bear says, it's been a great day. We've got them. Johnny's just had a look. Thank you, Julie. Thank you. We look forward to seeing those. And Lynn says the Rick Rack dies are very versatile. There is so much that you can use them for. And I think you've seen just a little bit of a look at that with that brilliant project that Debbie has just made. And Danny says, if I hadn't seen you use this strip of card, I would have paper pieced white dots in. That's the easy way to do it, as you've just seen. If you want to go for the Rick Rack collection, you get the Rick Rack dies plus 2 of the watercolour waves pads as well. £32, $44. Thank you so much, everybody, for a fabulous day. I must say a massive thank you to the guys in the gallery. Double J, making it P. That is producer Johnny. And Jamie, we have had on the socials today. Susie tonight. Radical Rachel as well. Happy birthday, Jan. We know it was your day off today for your birthday. Hopefully you had a great time. And a massive thank you to the fish. Who's in tomorrow? Crafty Stash first up.
Yes, so 10 o'clock tomorrow we're going to be crafting your stash with the washi tape. So all things washi tape we're going to be looking at, and yeah, anything you want to see, just let me know. But join me at 10 o'clock. So I'll be doing that with our Sam tomorrow. Yeah. Yes, and then we've got Wake Up Call, and then Sara's in. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a whirlwind day.
Yeah, it certainly is. Debbie at 10, me and Debbie at midday, me and Sara at 2, and then me and Debbie finishing the day for you as well. So that is your lineup tomorrow. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching, whatever you are doing for the rest of your Wednesday. I hope you have a great day, and be with us tomorrow. It's going to be a fantastic day. You know, whenever Sara's in the building, there's going to be some fab deals. So we'll see you then. Until then, thanks for watching, and bye for now.